I needed to know that there was no other path. And now I do. You must send the dragons to war. The horrors I have just loosed cannot be for a crown alone.
In this video, I'm going to break down the 4th episode's trailer and will discuss details like the shields on the battlefield, Alicent holding Viserys Valyrian figurine, etc. So stay tuned for that. Greetings Throne Watchers. Before we begin, I'll also post the 3rd episode's breakdown video tomorrow, so make sure to subscribe to this channel if you don't wanna miss it. Anyways, the Dance of the Dragons will finally begin in the next episode, as we will get to see the very first battle of this war. I'm not counting the Battle of the Burning Mill because we didn't actually get to see it, except for the Blackwoods and the Brackens fight, so I'm not counting that. So this will be the very first battle of the dance, which will be fought with dragons, but I'll discuss this battle at the end of this video. So the trailer begins with Alicent saying,
Only weeks ago my lord husband was alive and the realm was at peace.
In this scene, she is talking to Larys. I've already discussed the background details of this shot, like Larys reading a book, Alicent holding something like a white cloth or something wrapped in a white cloth, etc. In my trailer breakdown details, you might have missed videos. I'll post the link to them at the end of this video and in the description below in case you wanna check it out. Anyway, I think Alicent has realized the mistake she has made. In one of the later clips, we see her holding Viserys' toy that he was carving the very first time Alicent went to his room after Emma Arryn's death. We know Aegon broke the statue in the last episode and it was thrown away, but Alicent managed to salvage this piece, so it seems it was pretty important to her. Do you think she really loved Viserys? I think her realizing what she has started is what gives her enough courage to talk back to Aegon when she says,
You might be half the king your father was.
And when Aegon gives her a warning,
tread carefully.
she says,
Or what?
she is not afraid of what Aegon might do. Rhaenyra has also accepted there is no other option left but to go to war, as she said.
I needed to know that there was no other path. And now I do.
We also see a shot of Rhaenyra talking to Jace in the library in front of Meraxes' skull, where she says,
You must send the dragons to war.
Jace does not look happy in this scene, and we also see Princess Rhaenys getting ready to ride Meleys. So my guess is Jace would want to join her, but Rhaenyra will not let him go, and Jace would not be happy with her decision. I think this is where Rhaenyra might also tell him about the Song of Ice and Fire prophecy, as she later says,
The horrors I have just loosed cannot be for a crown alone.
which means if it had just been for the crown, she might have been willing to concede, but she also feels the burden of Viserys' expectations, as she says,
My father believed that iron was meant to unite the realm.
and since this was a prophecy to save the world, she has no choice but to fight. Do you think she will tell Jace about the prophecy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's discuss the Battle of the Rook's Rest. At the beginning of the trailer, we see a soldier watching from a castle wall and seeing an army camped in front of the castle right among the trees. Then we see a few close-up shots of the army and we see houses Rosby, Stokeworth and Darklyn Shields in the woods. They also have a ram with them to break through the castle's gate. But this doesn't make any sense. The Darkling soldiers are supposed to fight for Rhaenyra. Sir Stephen Darklyn is in her King's Guard. Do you think they will change it on the show? I think the Greens will begin with the army of King's Landing and the High Towers, which I've already discussed in my episode 3 trailer breakdown video, and on the way they will conquer House Rosby, Stokeworth and Duskendale and will behead Lord Darklyn on the way to Rook's Rest, adding their armies to their own, at least judging by the Darkling Shields piled up on the platform where Criston Cole says,
All who refuse will have their death.
before beheading someone on that platform. Anyway, in front of Rook's Rest, we also see Criston Cole telling his soldiers,
Hold to your courage! Hold to your wits!
before the battle begins. Then we see the High Tower soldiers aiming their arrows upwards and a High Tower soldier blowing a horn, and the battle will begin. The battle might last more than a few days, and it seems like Sir Gawain Hightower might not join the battle later on after getting a taste of it at the beginning, as we later see Sir Criston Cole talking to him. In the background, you can see a chair with a drink and a candle on a table, and there is a High Tower shield on on the ground next to it. That's why Sir Criston Cole asks him,
You afraid, sir?
to which he says,
Worse, I'm rational.
and we all know how rational Sir Criston Cole is. Do you think Criston Cole will allow Alicent's brother to stay back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And then we see dragons in the skies. You can see Aemond and Vhagar flying with the woods and the sea in the background. You can also see them fly above the battlefield at the end of this trailer. And we also see Meleys in the skies. We already saw Rhaenys heading towards Meleys earlier in the trailer. Now we know where she was heading. We've already seen shots of this battle in many other trailers. We also see Sunfire flying above King's Landing. Aegon could either be heading towards this fight or he is just flying above King's Landing. What do you think? And then we see Daemon in one of his dreams. He finds himself in front of the Iron Throne in the throne room. As you can see, there is a Targaryen banner hanging near the window, but it's too dark to see whether it's a green or the black's banner. Since it's a green dream, we know he might be able to see the winning side's banner on it. As for the carvings on the columns, I've already discussed it in my Greens episode 1 breakdown video. And then we see Rhaenyra's crown falling to the floor. She might have received some shocking news that probably made her lose her composure. By the way, if you are going to discuss spoilers, make sure to add spoiler alert in your comments. I'll post my episode 3 breakdown video soon. If you liked this video, please hit the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. 7 blessings to you.